Need some deviled eggs? They make a great snack, a side dish, or can even be a meal. And hey, no more frustrating, hard to peel eggs. I have the trick to having these shells practically fall off. This channel is full of healthy tips and techniques to help you be your healthiest best. Hit subscribe and the bell to follow me. And hey, share my videos with friends and on your social media platforms. So let's get started. Okay, so we're going to boil the water first before we put the eggs in. We're going to need a slotted spoon to lower the eggs in. We want these eggs to be room temperature as much as possible. Add a little sea salt to that water to get it boiling. It'll help it boil quicker. Once it's at a good boil, turn the temperature down just a little bit, medium high, and then let's start lowering those eggs in. Now, just kind of give them a little dip, pull them out, a little dip, get them acclimated to that boiling water. And this one, yep, this one busted a little bit. It's okay if some of the white comes out, but we really don't want that to happen. But if it does, it's no big deal at all. So just keep lowering those down. You're going to let these slow boil about 9 to 10 minutes to get them to that hard-boiled egg. I like mine just a little bit on the softer side of hard-boiled. But 9 to 10 minutes is your time frame to cook. You want to go ahead and have an ice bath ready for them for after they have finished boiling. Then lower them into the ice bath from the boiling water. And then let them sit there for about 10 minutes as well. We're going to remove them from the ice bath, and then we're going to start peeling those eggs. This is going to be the fun part because no more frustrating eggs to peel. These shells are literally going to just fall off. How many times have you been asked to bring the deviled eggs and you simply cringe because you know how frustrating this part of it can be? But you see how easy this process makes the shell membrane just come right off of the egg white. Make sure you give each one of them a rinse before you move to cutting and removing the yolk. Alright, so now we're just going to cut through each egg. I use a knife. Some people like to use dental floss, but just pull that knife, put it straight through, and just kind of squeeze that egg a little bit and pull that knife out, and it's going to make a nice clean cut. And those yolks are just going to simply fall out of the whites as well. This is another very simple piece of this process. And then we're going to mix up all the ingredients to make this yummy. So you can simply have this any way you want it. You can use any type of mayonnaise. We prefer Duke's, but you can use any mayonnaise you want. And then, of course, some avocado is great, or guacamole even, to mix with these egg yolks and make a great, interesting deviled egg as well. But I like the mayonnaise and the yellow mustard, and then I'm going to add in some spices here. So I'm going to have a little bit of dill weed. I've already put some black pepper, a little bit of cayenne pepper, and even some celery seed can be really good in this as well. You can use all of these or even just a few of these. Just pick and choose and you create your own flavor. Then you take a potato masher and mash these all together. Horseradish, pickle relish, all kinds of ingredients you can use in these. Once you get it the right consistency, and if it's a little dry, and usually it will be, I add a little bit of wet, usually some red wine vinegar, or in this case, I'm just going to use a little bit of pickle juice from some yummy pickles I have in the refrigerator. And just a little splash of that. As you can see, I don't really measure, and I never make the same amount of eggs, so it's hard to say. But you just want it to be this thick consistency, kind of like a brick mortar, a paste, you know, you want it to stick in there. And I'm just going to scoop these out with a spoon. They're not going to be my prettiest eggs, But hey, they're going to be fabulous. Nobody's going to complain about what they look like, I can guarantee you. But if you want to get pretty, you can use a piping bag and make some little swirls. Now you can also take a Ziploc baggie and make your own piping bag. Fill the egg with the mixture. Just cut off a little tip on the end. You can always take more, but you can't add more back, so be careful with your cut. And then you just squeeze the egg mixture from that corner down into the egg whites. And I do this quite frequently actually, but for today we're just showing you how simple and easy it can be. Make sure you get your spatula and get every drop of this deliciousness. Oh my goodness, my family is going to dig in. And then this also gives me a great snack to grab and go as well. Thank you for subscribing. I'm so happy that you're following me. Please check out my website. That's danamcneill.com. See you there.